Okay, so you've planned the wedding, you've bought the dress, you've created the entire bridal look. Now it's time to create the lasting memory of that moment. Hiring a photographer can be among the most important decisions you make. So today, professional photographer Madison with Malekfoto is here to talk about some of the tips for finding the right person to capture that wedding memory. Good to see you this morning, sir.
Good to see you. Thank you for having me.
So, when someone is choosing a photographer, what's the most important thing they should be looking at?
When you choose a photographer, the person must have an eye and the ability to tell stories, because anyone could take pictures, but the photographer for a wedding has to be able to tell the story and capture the event.
What kind of questions should we be asking to find out if this is the right kind of storyteller for us?
Now, one of the questions to ask is, how many photographers are showing up for my wedding? Because that's very important. What we do at Malekfoto is we send at least 2 photographers, one to capture wide angle and the other person to capture close-ups. And when that is done, the combination of that tells a very unique story.
I know, for my sake, the ones that we were most excited about were not the posed pictures with the whole bridal party, but the moments that were captured throughout the day, the reception, at the wedding, the guests. So what are some of the do's and don'ts that you've garnered over the years?
Do's and don'ts. What we tell a bride is make a list. Make a list of stuff that are important to you so that the photographer can capture that. Delegate responsibility to a close friend to capture large groups. And do not ever, brides, allow anyone to... Go ahead.
You know you don't want to say it. They don't want to hear it, but you want to say, what's the mistake?
Don't let anyone choose your photographer for you.
It's hard to do when you've got moms or everybody else weighing in, but you need to have that connection, right?
That's true.
Part of your style is capturing these memories, and we've got some samples of your work. How do you really go about making sure that those moments are saved?
Now, what we do is, my responsibility is to make your event my event, to make your moment my moment. So, with that said, this is the most important moment in your life, and I have to take it as such. So the photographer that you choose must not be someone that is money hungry. The moment has to be his, to communicate, when a groom is crying, or when dad is waking grandpa up because he's snoozing, or when the page boy is getting a kiss from the flower girl. Those are important moments that are easily missed.
So you need to find someone who's willing to become emotionally invested in your day, even if it's just for the day.
Exactly.
All right, one of the things that you guys do that we thought was so interesting is creating life journey memories. What do you mean when you say that? Now,
life journey, what we do, the life journey originated from taking pictures of kids, from pregnancy all the way to when the kid is 2. Now, what we've done is incorporated this into weddings, where we meet up with you 6 months before, and picking your ring, picking your dress. Those are moments that need to be told as part of your story. So that's what we do with Life Journey. So the story becomes about the entire process and not just the day of. Exactly. I think that's a great idea, because then also you have, visually and photographically a little connection between that. It's not just snapshots professionally done, but you have the same kind of visual graphic through the whole story. Yes. Pretty much when somebody sees your album, we want to take them on a journey. We want them to be part of your special moment. And that's why we do that. All right, we appreciate you coming in. Some great looking stuff. If you want to learn more about Madison's life journey memories, you can log on to malekfoto.com. Paige?